What's up, everyone? It's Fonze here from Plastic Cards Podcast, here to talk about Wavebreak. It's a new game from Funktronic Labs. It's a skateboarding, snowboarding, skiing, skiboarding with animals and shooting in the 80s and drugs, and it's pretty dope. It's got some issues. It's dope. Let's get into it. So the soul of Wavebreak is definitely spawned from sports games like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and the Skate franchise, and it shows. You feel the love and respect for those properties and how well the grinding and physics mechanics snap together overall. Although you can tell there was a definite attention to detail with creating the grinding abilities and balancing speed with physics. Overall, the fun I know I should have had with stringing together combos wasn't there. I wanted to love the game so hard, but every time I felt myself vibing to the soundtrack and stringing together huge lines, grinding and flipping my jet ski around in pure bliss, I was constantly pulled out of the world with intense frustration over the controls and very touchy grinding mechanics. Now, it's not fair to constantly compare a new skate game to the kings of old like THPS and Skate, especially since while not perfect, those games are wrapped in so much nostalgia, the core entries are almost untouchable. I would argue though the pedestal they lay on was obtained from pure skate mechanics that they built and absolutely mastered. Wavebreak takes those influences in a new and refreshing direction with the 80s synth, chill wave, cartoony look and feel. It's cute and stylized as hell, and it works. The world Funktronic Labs has created is visually stunning and has a pure fun heart you can really feel. The game telekinetically tells you to grind on, jump in, and chill out. But for how chill and relaxed the vibes are with Wavebreak, it's very touchy and demanding if you want to successfully string together combos and feel like you're a pro bear, drug lord, jet skier. Right out of the gate, the grinding mechanic where you balance yourself with a fine window is so unforgiving. I'm constantly jumping off the lines early that I feel I should be able to finish or flat out bailing immediately. With the grinding and manual ability in the water being so essential to stringing combos the game demands if you want to obtain high scores for campaign mode as well as the combo challenges, if you're failing here, then the bulk of the game is almost unattainable, or feels that way at least. The game shoots itself in the paw by not easily explaining to you that money earned from both the campaign and the other modes pulls together, letting you upgrade your stats. I found this feature after spending a solid chunk of time feeling very frustrated with my base abilities. So it's fair the initial stress was for me not cruising around the menu long enough. If we're focusing here on the root cause of my anger with Wavebreak, it was mostly born from the campaign. The inability to create the combos I needed to reach the high scores, challenges, maneuvering around to find challenge items or hitting those combo letters in one run, filled me with a type of rage that should be nowhere near the tone produced from a game like this. The times I really had a blast and let my hair loose was free skating. If I found the game not snapping me to a rail even though I was absolutely close enough, or the game not registering me flipping my board properly, all these issues that when time constrained compounded enough to make me stop playing in campaign. Those gripes floated away in free skate where I could just keep skating with no repercussions. That's where Wavebreak shines for me. The issues of grinding being touchy or input issues are all minor tweaks and possibly just disagreements I have with how demanding I want the game to be. The core mechanics and feel of the game are sound and shines best when I can skate around unbothered. The battle mode, which I had previously no interest in, is actually very fun and a great way to change up the pure skating. Shooting another lovable cartoony character mid double kickflip, then into a grind feels satisfying as hell. The visual style really sets Wavebreak apart from anything else I've seen. The 80s pastel and brightly colored aesthetic, mixed with the adorable animal characters and bonkers dark humor, really creates its own lane. I absolutely love the world the devs built here. The water physics also deserve their own praise as well, with how gorgeous it looks and never gets in your way as a game that goes more in the sim direction might. Playing on Stadia, I never really felt a substantial performance dip either. There were times I could see slight artifacting or drop in resolution, but never enough to take away from the overall visuals. It never stuttered in a way that impacted my gameplay negatively. The soundtrack really helps put you in the right vibe when everything's falling into place. I would have loved more variety in the songs and would notice when songs started to repeat. That's another area where it's hard not to compare it to the granddaddy THPS, but Wavebreak doesn't bail at all on this, but it actually nails it, leaving me wanting more tunes in that same vibe. With the various modes and ability to customize your character and boat, there's a good amount to chew on with Wavebreak. The main entry point for replayability for me ended up being the score time trial and battle mode, as the campaign kept frustrating me to the point where I just had to tap out. I kept hoping these frustrations with the mechanics were more so a disagreement I had with the devs as far as how the gameplay should flow, and how demanding or precise I had to be as a player with lining up and grinding and the balancing abilities. They absolutely play tested and fine-tuned these mechanics and were satisfied with where they ended up, and I think at the end of the day, we just simply disagreed on what we wanted out of the gameplay. I was expecting something way less technical and demanding, and wanted an experience that was way more chill, and to be fair, that's the vibe I got from the overall mood of the game. The highs I felt were definitely enough to leave me overall positive with Wavebreak. It's just the lows were so extreme, it was a struggle to keep trying to figure out how the game wanted me to play it. I kept assuming it must be me. I must not be seeing something or toggling some option in the menu. It's also possible most issues I had with grinding, stringing combos, and timing in general were a product of latency due to streaming over Stadia. This last bit makes me very optimistic and curious about what the full-on entry for Wavebreak will change when it arrives on PC and consoles. there's enough done very well with wavebreak that I don't write this game off at all, and hope that some things can be adjusted with an update or when we see this release outside of Stadia. Its current state is still a cool game for when I need to relax and take my time, skating around, feeling the breeze, and zipping around at my leisure. That's it for this review. Let me know what you think in the comments, if I was way off, crazy, if you felt any of those same issues playing the game. I definitely had fun when it was hitting, but damn, it really hit me in the balls when it did not work. But overall, I love the world they built. It's cute as hell, it's fun, and I really want to keep living in that world. I want to see what they keep creating in that. I feel like there is a property there, there's a franchise there. I want to see them keep mining that and see some updates soon in the future, and it's definitely not something to write off for sure. Alrighty, make sure and leave a thumbs up, subscribe, all that jazz. Keep up with us on Twitter as well, Plastic Heart Pod on Twitter, and we're doing live stuff on Twitch every other day, it seems like. Catch us on twitch.tv/Plastic Heart Podcast. That's it for us this week. We'll see you guys. Bye-bye.